Yes, time for all the news and updates here on the Big Rab Show podcast on this, the 20th of April. And we've got a lot to get through. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to sit here and read hashtag lists to you, but there's quite a number of lists out there for you to check out. Because, of course, this past weekend was the Ulster Solos in Lisnagarvey High School. Now, I have to say that, I've been hearing reports that standards on the day were kind of ridiculously high. So I have to say, huge well done to absolutely everyone involved there at the Ulster Solos, both to the folks who were organising everything, the stewards, and of course to our incredible competitors. Well done to absolutely everyone involved. Whether you picked up silverware or not, doesn't matter, you are a champion in my eyes, because this is the first solo competitive event here in Northern Ireland for quite some time. So, I'm going to briefly read through some of the results. Of course, I have to give mention then to the PBR competition. PBR B went to Mark Warnock, of course, of Tullylagan. Yeah! I have to do that every time I mention Tullylagan, of course. Well done, Mark. First place on PBR A then went to John McElmurray, of course, then of Scottish Power. Yeah. On to the under-16 PBR then, it went to Sam Purvis of Tullylagan. Well done, Sam. Of Tullylagan. Well done. On to the junior piping then. Under 14 went to Laura Neal of Down Academy. Well done, Laura. Juvenile piping under 16 went to Sam Purvis then again of Tullylagan. Go on, the Lagan. Yeah, so Tullylagan doing quite well there. So on to juvenile piping, under 18 went to Andrew Nelson of Ballybully. Well done, Andrew. Yeah. C grade piping then. Yeah, went to Ross Connor of the Isle of Islay Pipe Band. Well done, Ross. And the pipe and B grade went to Scott McKay of Scottish Power. Yeah. And again, I was told that both the standards in pipe and C and pipe and B were seriously high. So well done. Yeah, well deserved lifting those top spots there, folks. Well done. On to the senior grade pipe, and then senior A MSR went to Alistair Donaghy of Field Marshal. Open adult and hornpipe went to James Fraser of Field Marshal, and the overall Ulster piping champion went to John McElmurray of Scottish Power. Yeah, not bad at all. So there you go. The overall senior piping A grade went to John McElmurray of Scottish Power. There you are, lifting up some silverware along the way. Now, your drumming prizes then. The under 14 went to Jamie Coffey of the Major Sinclair Memorial. Go on, the Sinclair. Well done, Jamie. And let me see, drumming under 18 went to Benjamin Walker of Battle Hill. Go on, Benjamin. Nice one. Junior drumming then went to Ashley Fife from the PSNI. Well done. Now, as far as tenor drumming and bass drumming is concerned, we only had one competitive tenor drummer, and that was Ellie Mae Preston from Brestbrook. Crimson Arrow, well done, Ellie Mae. And the open bass drumming went to Ewan Smith there of the Quinn Memorial. The mighty Quinn, there you are. So if you do want to find out the full listings of all the results there, you can go and check those out. They are up there now on the RSBA Northern Ireland website. You can read them at your leisure. But I just wanted to give you the winners of certain grades. There you are. But honestly, seriously well done to absolutely everyone involved. This was not an easy event to lift any sort of silverware at all. Extremely competitive. I've been told by all accounts that standards across all the grades were very high. It seemed to be that over lockdown, that all folks were doing was practicing. So, if anything, this kind of bodes well for the band scene and the band competitions that are going to be coming around the corner. I do hope that the bands will be pretty high standard too, so looking forward to that. But honestly, to all of our soloists at the Ulsters this past weekend, a huge well done and congratulations to all of you. All well deserved. Yeah. All right, on to another little news story then that we got from RSPBA headquarters. Now, we did get the draw for the British Championships there on the 13th, and we spoke all about that in last week's podcast. But there was another little news story that trickled out then a couple of days later on the 15th, and that was from our music board. Yes, the Standards and Grading Group had another meeting, and we have some changes. We have some upgrades and some downgrades, some moving and shaking. But we've also got some new bands as well. Yeah. Now, we had some upgrades, first of all, from Novice Juvenile B to Grade 4B, which is quite a big jump by all accounts. So good luck to these guys. The 1st Troon Boys Brigade are upgraded, and the 47th Coulter Boys Brigade are also upgraded to Grade 4B. So well done, folks. We've also got a jump from Juvenile A to Grade 4A, and that's Kintyre Schools. Now, again, these jumps from the juvenile grades into grade 4B and 4A, that's a bit of a jump. Yeah, so good luck, folks, there. Wishing you as well. Onto the downgrades then. Bands taking a step back then. Juvenile then down to Novice Juvenile A are George Heriot's, and from Novice Juvenile A to Novice Juvenile B is Lochgilly High School. Yeah. So on to our new bands then. We've got some new bands that we haven't seen or heard of yet. We have Renfrewshire Schools, and they're going to Novice Juvenile B. We have Edinburgh Academy, and they're Novice Juvenile B. We have the Isle of Arran Music School, Novice Juvenile B, which is fantastic to see them making an appearance, by the way. Looking forward to hearing them. Shout out to the Isle of Arran. Looking forward to this. I have to give a mention to Down Academy. Of course, they were a brand new band here in Northern Ireland who debuted just last week. Not last week, my goodness. Last year at one of the showcase events. And really looking forward to seeing those kids all hitting the circle with the folk on the clipboards and all. Yeah, so looking forward to seeing how they'll do there in Novice Juvenile B. The Scouts of Holy Land will be in grade 4B. That's an interesting inclusion there. Looking forward to hearing them. Also, the City of Discovery Pipe Band are going to grade 4B, as well as Avon and District in grade 3B. Yeah, so there you are. Some new names there, and looking forward to hearing all of these bands all hit the grass in their new positions. So, yeah, some new faces in there. Looking forward to hearing all of that. That could be quite interesting, indeed. Good luck to you all. Alrighty, moving on. The next news story we have on the list then, we have to give a mention to Forres and District Pipe Band, who are in recruitment mode at the moment. They're actively looking for bagpipers. So if you are a piper in the Forres area and you would like to take up the challenge, the band practice every Tuesday night from 7 till 8. And yeah, just contact the band over their social media. So they've said, have you ever played pipes before? Do you maybe just want to get back into it again after a period away from it? Then why not contact Forres and District Pipe Band and take up the challenge. There you are. Wanted to give them a shameless plug because, hey, it's my show and I can give them a shameless plug of a like. There you are. Okay, I have to give a shameless plug and a big shout out to Brisbane Boys College. Now, I've mentioned them quite a number of times on the pod here before, but this week I'm giving them a shout because they announced something really quite exciting. The band will be returning to the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo this August. Oh my God! Yes! Oh, this is going to be so good! So, yes, the Brisbane Boys College Pipe Band will be appearing at the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo, and we're very excited to see that. So, that's absolutely fantastic. And hey, what an experience for those kids, you know, to be part of the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo. Wow. So, yeah, shout out to the Brisbane Boys College. Really excited to see you guys as part of that show. That will be an experience that you'll never forget, I have no doubt. Just imagine playing Black Bear, walking down that esplanade. Oh, goosebumps already. So, what an experience. So, yeah, shout out to Brisbane Boys College appearing at the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo this year. That's exciting stuff. Now, our next news story is for fans of Brayback. I'm sure you guys know exactly who James Lindsay is. Yeah, he's the bass player with Brayback. Now, you guys know that he has launched his own solo album called Taurus, and he hasn't been able to tour it up until now. Well, as restrictions have lifted, well, gigs have been booked, and James Lindsay is going on tour along with a band where you'll get to hear firsthand and live his own particular take, which is kind of experimental, cross-genre, folk and jazz music, which features members of bands such as Rora, Peatbog Fairies and Staran as well. So, hey, we've been waiting for this album to be taken on tour. It's just awesome to see James finally hitting the stage. He'll be going to Glasgow on the 27th of April, so not long from now, and he'll be heading to Aberdeen on the 28th of April, and then in Edinburgh, finishing things off for the 29th of April. So he's doing a 3-date tour, touring his brand new album, Taurus, which is absolutely... It's a journey, I suppose. That's the word I want to use. Yeah, it's kind of it is an interesting experiment. It is jazz music, very much so, but it's improvisational. Interesting. It does blend the world of Celtic and folk with jazz and freeform, and it's Very, very cool. That's all I'm going to say. So he is playing at an actual jazz club there in Aberdeen as well. So yeah, if you are curious at all, then definitely consider checking out James Lindsay's album Taurus. Definitely worth the download. It's very, very interesting. Has had rave reviews, by the way, as well, with such taglines as adventurous and explorative. I could just about say that word. So, yeah, go and check that out. JamesLindsayMusic.com is the website. And, yeah, he's got 3 live dates coming up now where he's going to be touring his new album. Very exciting. Now, on previous podcasts, I did mention about the National Youth Pipe Band of Scotland, and they are currently advertising for applications if you want to be a part of the band. Now, this is their, 2022 intake, and it's open to ages 10 to 25, and if you're listening to this podcast on the 20th, then great. And if you're listening to it on the 21st, then you better get the finger out, because the deadline for your applications is the 21st of April. So, go along, check out the National Youth Pipe Band of Scotland's website, which is nypbs.co.uk. All your details up there, along with your playing requirements, your auditioning requirements, all that stuff. It's all up there now on the website, and how you can get your applications in. And, why not be a part of Scotland's biggest concert band? Definitely. There's so many great, unique experiences to be had with the NYPBS. Why wouldn't you apply? Is my question. So definitely go along, throw your application in if you have time. Yeah, like I said, the deadline is the 21st, so hopefully you do have time, and take advantage of this incredible opportunity, for sure. All right, next little news story comes from the PPBSO Niagara Hamilton branch. Yeah, they put out an announcement of something that really kind of piqued my interest. They announced a new online competition called the Livingston Invitational Competition. This will be held on May the 7th, and it'll all be held virtually. It'll be judged by the legend that is Bill Livingston, but also Bob Worrell and John Wilson. Now, we've yet to hear more details about this. Well, who's exactly invited, I suppose, because, it's an invitational. So, how to view this, how to get involved, I have no idea. But we do hope to have more information on this competition where we can actually tune in, enjoy it, or actually be involved in some way. So, shout out to the PBBSO Niagara Hamilton branch in this exciting online virtual competition of the Livingston Invitational. Yeah, so looking forward to that. That could be really quite interesting there. Alrighty, on to another little news story. For those fans out there who are Fred Morrison fans, you guys will already know that Fred Morrison has been furiously working behind the scenes on his YouTube channel. Ho, ho, ho! Has he ever? Yeah, he has been publishing brand new videos on his YouTube channel, and I have been enjoying them immensely. So, I know it's a shameless plug, but hey, I can do it. It's my show. It's a shameless plug for Fred Morrison fans. If you haven't checked out Fred Morrison's YouTube channel, and you're doing yourself a disservice, go along and check it out. If anything, I tuned in and learnt a lot about, full sets and half sets of uilleann pipes. I didn't know the differences between them, and I learned a lot about regulators and valves, and Fred walks you through all of that in descriptive terms and what he's looking for and sound, tone and pitch and everything. Fascinating. And also, there's a few performance clips and stuff up there too. Of course, Fred plays us some blistering tunes that would melt your face clean off by. So, alright, go and check it out. Fred Morrison's YouTube channel. If you have 10 minutes to spare and you want some blistering piping in your life, then go and have a look at Fred Morrison's YouTube channel. Honestly, it's been all I've been watching this past week. It's been fantastic. Alright. Okay, I have to give a mention to Pipe Bands Association of South Africa, who put out a big announcement that they have a competition on the 23rd of April, just around the corner at the Emerald Casino. Yeah, now I can't pronounce the name of this park. I think it's Vanderbilt Park. I could be completely wrong. But I have to say, to Pipe Bands of South Africa, it's fantastic to see that events are starting to return again. It's called the Val Highland Festival and Gathering, and we dare say there will be quite a number of pipe bands represented at this event. Now, there will be all sorts of other stuff there as well. Of course, there'll be dancers, Highland games, all that kind of stuff. But what we're interested in the Rab Show is the piping. So hopefully Pipe Bands Association of South Africa will be publishing stuff online from this event so we can kind of catch up on what's been going on. So hopefully there'll be some performances uploaded, some photos, all that sort of stuff. So even if you're listening to the pod right now and you're in that area and you are going to those games, then please do consider sending us a selfie or a little video or two. We'd love to see the action that's happening there at the Val Highland Festival. So looking forward to that. So that's, this weekend, 23rd of April. Looking forward to that one, indeed. Alrighty, speaking of announcements of competitions, I have to mention that the South of Ireland Pipe Band Championships have been announced at Mallow Castle Grounds in County Cork. Yes, they're happening on May the 28th. Gates open at 1 p.m, and we have yet to see the draw or who exactly is competing at this, but hey, it's just fantastic to see more dates going into the calendar, isn't it? So that's the South of Ireland Pipe Band Championships, May 28th in Mallow Castle Grounds in County Cork. Yeah, which is, it's a bit of a distance away, all the way down there. So yeah, I don't know if I'll personally get to it, but if you are going to it, then again, let us know, and we'll definitely love to try and catch up on all the action down there. That'd be fantastic. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Okay, I have to give a mention then on Thursday, the 2nd of June in Kilkeel. They're holding a tattoo. Now, this is going to be in honour, of course, of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. They've titled it the Queen's Platinum Jubilee Tattoo. Now, this will be starting all, of course, with a big massive parade of the town at 7:30 p.m. on the 2nd of June, culminating then with the Platinum Jubilee tattoo. And of course there'll be bands involved there. I think Ravara Pipe Band will be there amongst a load of others, as well as some world champion drum majors will be there as well. So yeah, there'll be a wealth of piping and drumming talent at this event on Thursday 2nd of June in Kilkeel Town. So just wanted to give it a plug on the show. I dare say for tattoo fans, this one will be one to catch. So yeah, shout out to Ravara and to everyone else who's going to be involved there from the piping and drumming scene. Again, I could be reading a hashtag list here. But yeah, for more information, you can go to the Schomburg Society on their social media, or yeah, you can contact them for ticket information and everything there. So there you are. Looking forward to that. Thursday, 2nd of June for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee Tattoo. Quite interesting, that. There you are. All right. On April 15th, there was a little post by a good friend of the show, Stu Warmington, that really drew our attention. And I want to know if you folks out there managed to see it too. And if you didn't, then we managed to share it on our own social media, because it's definitely worth catching. Now, it was a photograph that was taken at the recent Washington Tattoo Gala, where they unveiled the drums for the Spirit of 76 pipe band. Now, the drums, of course, came from the British Drum Company. And did you see the finish on these drums? Oh my God. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Now, I've been slobbering over this photograph of these drums. They look incredible. So, shout out to the Spirit of 76 pipe band. I absolutely love your brand new drums. They look amazing. It's just unfortunate. It's just a photograph. I would have loved to have heard them. But, hey, we take what we can get, I suppose. So, yeah, shout out to Stu Warmington there of the British Drum Company, publishing that photo of these brand new drums of the Spirit of 76 pipe band. They do look amazing. So do yourself a favour, go and check that out. It's up there now on the Rab Show Facebook page. These drums look amazing. Alrighty, moving on to our next little news story then. I have to give a mention to the Thunderstruck play. Now, we have mentioned this quite a number of times here on the show, of course, telling the story of the late Gordon Duncan. Now, we've mentioned about Thunderstruck, about how it was written, performed by David Colvin and launched at Pipin' Live quite a number of years ago. And we do know that this has won copious amounts of awards and has been brought back time after time to theatres all across Scotland and around the world with high demand. Well, the folks there at Thunderstruck, the play, have made an announcement that they're going on a bit of a Scottish tour. Kicking off on the 23rd of May, they're heading to the Perth Festival and then all across Scotland, all the way through to the 1st of October. So there's no excuse not to go and see this play. And I'm going to do my best to actually get to one of these events. Now, there's dates all over the place, and I'm not going to read you a hashtag list. One of their longest tenures, actually, is in the Scottish Storytelling Centre as part of the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. It runs from the 3rd to the 29th of August. So if you're going to be in Edinburgh for the Fringe Festival, then there's your opportunity to go and see Thunderstruck. Now, we've spoken about the play at length, and hopefully, with a bit of luck, we'll actually get in contact with David Colvin again And we'll get to hear more about the success of this incredible play, its story, and why it's important to bring it to the stage. So, with a bit of luck, that'll be a future podcast. But for those of you who are fans of Gordon Duncan and you haven't seen this play, then if you can get to any one of these performances, then do yourself a favour and go. Because by all intents and purposes, since it was launched at Pipe and Live, it's been a roaring success. And it's been a little bit of a steamroller ever since. So, do yourself a favour. Go and see Thunderstruck at any of their Scottish dates this incoming year. It's just awesome to see it being able to tour like this. So, yeah, shout out to David and to everyone there at the Thunderstruck team. I am absolutely made up for you and cannot wait to see you on stage, folks. That's going to be fantastic, indeed. All right, I have to give a mention to the Eagle Pipers Society, specifically the Edinburgh Eagle Pipers Society. Sorry, to give them their full title. They're running a bit of a competition where they're offering a winner of the competition 400 quid cash. Yeah, and if you do manage to finish in the runner-up position, you get 200 quid cash. Now, that's not bad. Now, what they're asking you to do as part of this competition is to actually compose a pibroch, some Kilmore. Now, this is open from anyone who are over 18 and have a passion for Kilmore music. And, yeah, they're asking you to write the brand new pibroch titled The Eagle Pipers Pibroch. Yikes. So that's quite a heavy... That's a heavy title, because this will be the tune that will be forever associated with the Edinburgh Eagle Piper Society. Ooh, there you are. But hey, not only that will your tune be named that and be forever known as that, but you'll also get 400 quid cash in your pocket. So what's not to love there? So if you are interested and you do want more information, you can go along to the Eagle Piper Society website and everything, where all their details are up there. You have until July the 31st to get your entries in. So plenty of time, actually, to get some inspiration and possibly write a tune that will be known now for the rest of the time. And, 400 quid in your back pocket. Couldn't beat that, could you? Alrighty, on to another little news story then. I have to give a mention to the Ulster Scottish Pipe Band. Yes, they put it out on social media that they're going to be celebrating 100 years in the business. Now, I'm looking forward to this because they have a bit of a special celebration planned, and they're actually selling tickets all the way up until May 1st. You can go along to ulsterpb.com, and they're inviting people, friends, family, past bandmates, and band friends, or anyone who's associated with the bands at all and want to come along to help them celebrate 100 years, then to go along to their website and pick up tickets. There you are. So 100 years on the go, not to be sneezed at, but yeah, shout out to the Ulster Scottish Pipe Band on 100 years. That's quite incredible. So hopefully we'll have them on a future show, actually, to talk about this. But yeah, if you are wanting to get tickets to go and join in the celebrations, they are available now, all the way up until May 1st. So ulsterpb.com, go and grab your tickets and help them celebrate 100 years on the road. There you are. Alrighty, on to another little news story. I know I've probably at this point talked about this upcoming event ad nauseum, and you're absolutely sick of hearing me talking about it. But I need to remind you about the Kids with Cancer charity event that's happening next week. 30th of April, just around the corner, in the Royal Hotel in Cookstown. The Kids with Cancer event will open its doors again to the public. And if you can go and help support such an incredible charity, then please do. Grab your tickets now. Don't delay. The amount of people I spoke with over this past couple of weekends saying, hey, are you going with the Kids with Cancer event? I go, oh yeah, but I haven't got my ticket yet. I'll get that sorted in a week or two. Well, hey, you won't have time in a week or two now. So go get your tickets now. I don't even mind if you pause this week's podcast or even this video where you're watching it on YouTube, hit pause and go and contact Gary Smith and grab your tickets. Honestly, I'll wait. No, go ahead. Go and get your tickets. Because one of the star attractions, of course, on the night will be Shots and Dykehead Caledonia Pipe Band. And this will be a huge, huge deal. Because I think this is the first time that Shots have been here in Northern Ireland since the 80s under Rob Matheson. I think the last time they were here, they played in the County Hall in Ballymena. And I think I was there. This could be stuff that Rab got wrong again. But definitely, this is one event that you will not want to miss because there is a wealth of talent on display here. So go get your tickets for this, avoid disappointment, and help raise some much-needed funds for quite an incredible charity. Now, there's been a number of questions, of course, asked of us at the Big Rab Show. Will there be a live stream? Can't we just sit at home and watch it? And, the answer to your question is no. There won't be any live stream from this event this year. Yeah, there might be the odd little clip here and there, and, there might be a video or two for YouTube, but if you do want to catch the performances, the way to do it is to be there live in person. Now, we do know that a good number of people have said, previous events we did run them as pay-per-views and stuff, and why didn't we do that this year? Well, the focus was to try and get, people through the door to support the event. Ticket sales is where it's at. We're trying to raise as much money as possible for the Children's Cancer Unit there. So if you can, please do help support the event and head along and pick up a ticket and enjoy some blistering piping. If not, then you may well miss out because, like I said, there will not be any full live stream from this event. So keep that in mind. So there you are. I know I've been promoting it for weeks now, but I just wanted to mention it again because the amount of people I've been talking to saying, I'll get round to it. Well, get round to it now. Grab your tickets. They're 20 quid and they're cheap at twice the price when you look at the lineup, honestly. So this will be a fantastic night of piping and drumming. Don't delay. Get your tickets today, is what I'm saying to you. Yeah, there you are. All right, on to another little news story. Well, it's kind of an announcement. We've mentioned it a few times here on the show, but we do want to draw your attention again to Piping Hot Summer Drummer. They've been announcing more and more things, I suppose, as we're getting closer to it. Their registration date for Piping Hot Summer Drummer is fast approaching. June 15th is your deadline to get your registrations in. And if you do want to be a part of this, then you've got limited time. So this is all happening, of course, July 3rd through July 8th, and is bringing in some of the biggest names in piping and drumming. Of course, Jack Lee and Reid Maxwell will be there, but you'll also have Stuart Little, Stephen McWhirter, Callum Beaumont, of course, will be in there, as well as a whole host of other names and stuff from throughout the piping scene who will be involved in this incredible event. So if you do want to be a part of things, then please do go along, Piping Hot Summer Drummer on social media, and get your registration in before the deadline of June 15th. Just wanted to give it a real good plug on this week's show, because we do know quite a number of people actually attend this, but yeah, sometimes they miss the deadline. So the deadline, June 15th. Just before we finish this week's news and updates, I have to give a massive plug and a big shout out to a good friend of the show, Dan Nevins. Dan put out a little bit of a sneaky announcement just about 10 minutes before I hit the record button, where he's announcing the launch of PBR is for Everyone, the audio book. Now, instead of me telling you all about it, let's hear it from Dan, shall we?
Hello, it's Dan Nevins here for PBR is for Everyone and DN Piping. I hope you had a good Easter and all that sort of stuff. I'm just here to quickly tell you that the audiobook for PBR is for Everyone will be released via dnpiping.com on the 1st of May 2022. Okay, so 1st of May, head over to dnpiping.com, pick yourself up a nice wee download, have a listen to it. It's about 4.5 hours long. I play pipes on it and stuff as well. It's a whole deal. On the website, you'll find blogs, various articles that I've written, and a bunch of tunes that I've written as well in the shop. The next book, Pipe Bands of Everyone, has started. I have begun the process of writing this book. Certainly in the process of gathering information for it. It's very exciting, and I hope to be filling in some of that as time goes on. But for right now, May 1st, 2022, PBR is for Everyone, the audiobook. Buy it, listen to it, enjoy it, tell me about it. All the best. See you next time. Happy piping.
Oh, fantastic stuff. May 1st then, hey? The 1st of May. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's not long from now. And I don't know how many times I've sung the praises of Dan's book, and we've had Dan on the show talking about it, of course. But yes, whenever it comes to reading books, especially piping books, sometimes I do struggle to get through them. But PBR is for Everyone is one of those ones that I kind of sat down, and before I knew it, it was finished. And I completely enjoyed all of it. I didn't notice the time going round, and such an enjoyable read. There's that and Finding Bagpipe Freedom were two books that I absolutely enjoyed over the holiday period. So yeah, I cannot recommend this book enough, especially for drummers as well, because honestly, it really opened my eyes and ears to music that I would not normally enjoy, as a drummer. So yeah, thank you to Dan Nevins for opening my opinions on Pibroch and realising that it is for everyone. And now that it's here in audiobook form, that's absolutely fantastic. So 1st of May, you've heard it here, folks, dnpiping.com. So yeah, go along and grab that when you can on the 1st of May. And if you're like me and you like listening to podcasts and stuff and audiobooks, I've already read Pibroch is for Everyone twice now, but I'm definitely going to be getting the audiobook now as well. Because Dan says there, he's playing pipes on it too, so hey, what's not to love? So there you go. Yes, and I'll definitely be trying to keep track on Dan's upcoming book, Pipe Bands Are For Everyone. That's going to be incredibly interesting. So for those of you who've already read Pibroch is for Everyone, you know Dan's writing style, so it's going to be really informative and interesting and entertaining along the way. So I'm really interested in that one. So keep us posted on that, Dan. Really looking forward to that, mate. Indeed. Now, again, another little announcement just dropped before I hit the record button on this week's podcast, and that was the City of Angels pipe band. Now, we've been talking about the launch of this pipe band, their ethos, and everything behind the reason for this band existing. Well, they've now put out an announcement that they're going to be debuting at the Costa Mesa competition. Shout out to the City of Angels pipe band. Looking forward to actually hearing them. Of course, led by pipe major Trevor Takahashi, and really looking forward to seeing those. I have to mention, they do play G1 pipe chanters and reeds. Hey, there you go. I have to give them a shout, of course. But yeah, looking forward to seeing them at the Costa Mesa Games, and that won't be long from now, actually. So yeah, good luck, folks. Looking forward to seeing you hitting the grass and everything, but no pressure. I'm sure absolutely everyone will be watching. I think, when is Costa Mesa? I think it's the end of May, is it? I think it's the end of May. That could be stuff that Rab got wrong. But I'm sure someone listening to the pod right now will tell me exactly when it's happening. So there you are. The debut of a brand new band. Always good news. Always good news. Alrighty. Well, folks, that's it for all of the news and updates on this week's pod, and we're about to get into our topic of the week. But before I do, it's time for me to go and get myself a big cup of tea. Aye, it's time for the topic of the week.